to use another one. Hey, hello. Let me play your music for you.
The ancient city is calling. Oh, arise, sons and daughters of the land. The King of...
Hello, my people. Welcome to Edo Pride as usual. Welcome. God bless everyone. Today, say we get show. So our Oga, Honorable Bede, is in the background. So today is going to be back-to-back power-packed stuff that he's going to give us. Please, if you are here, share the program so that others can also come in. Let me see your name quickly. Wawa flying walao. Anthony is here already. We are live. Yes, Mama is live. Thank you, sir. Please share the program. Honorable Ifaluyi is in the background. So isn't that beautiful? We way forward. Way forward. Okay, Kelvin, please share the program for me. Thank you. Evans, share the program. Okay, Kelvin, Evans Trust, Bokia. Sonny Demi, I cite you too. Oba Sui, you are here. Copious, I cite you. Wawese, thank you. As you are flying in, please just say hi. I want to quickly acknowledge you. Joy Asemuta, Mama, I love you. Welcome. I share the program. Otimare background. Although time in my here. Share the program. Okay, we are 26. As you are coming, you are liking, you are sharing. It will not stay long. He has an interview, another place to go. So we're going to rush this program. Inner Eye, I see you. Inner Eye TV and radio. Inner Eye, sorry, sir. I not start for 5 o'clock today. I went to church, so I had to move it 1 hour ahead. Thank you. I love you too, Mama Joy. Ojote, I see you. Mona de Sharon for me. Una welcome. Una wesi. Make una share. Okay, may we reach 30 here. May we call our Oga, make it come. I see you. Thank you. Good afternoon, area mama. Good afternoon, area papa. Are you a girl or a boy? Good afternoon. Oh, I see Peter Gedo Obokian. I greet you. I know. In only you, Peter Gedo. You said, although you are not happy, come and check my heart. Oh, you wo. Bitter leaf there inside my heart. Bitter leaf, as you see me, so I'm not happy at all. I'm not happy. Ina, I love you too. Thank you. Pisa Italia, wabokian. Wawabune mana. Wabokian. Oh, bokian. Thank you so much. Please like the show too. Like the program. As you are coming in, you are liking. So we can bring our Oga to the stage. As you are coming in, you are liking. They want to make sure they stifle us so we don't talk anymore. They want to make sure that Nigeria, we will now be seeking asylum in Nigeria. Where we there? Oh, I dear, we will seek asylum. So what we seek asylum? Walk back. Now so far, not be smart thing. I beg, make una like. Oh, hey, me don't like. I remember to like today. Faith Yasa, I cite you. Thank you so much. Okay, 44. Let's bring our Oga to the stage. We don't want to waste any more time. Please share the program. Wayawese. If you can hear me clearly, say yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma. Thank you, everyone. Say yes. Osara Osayande, I cite you. Obokian. So let's bring our Oga, the Oga Pata of them all. Honorable. All of the menu. This one are one of them. Honorable Ogbede. Ifaluyi Isibo. Oh yeah, Oga, come and meet us. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Welcome, sir. Welcome. I want to say thank you for your time. You took time out of your busy schedule to come here. Uwesi. Thank you so much. You are muted.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you.
To be here. Good afternoon to you.
This is home for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks to all your numerous viewers. You guys have been a source of strength and energy to us back home. And we're grateful. We're grateful for the support.
Yes. we say. No, sir, ibere we no Evans, ibere we. Ogasa, Imakewa get dive in. Okay, for your own guys, he won't be too long today. He can't love us too long because he has another interview to attend. So Ima get squeeze. So you went to Arise TV. Is this channels or Arise? So you talked there. I want to show it, and there's one as a baby also went to. I may just have to play the video like back to back so that you can get into both of them. Sir, okay.
You've heard him. He believes that, you've heard him. He believes that, the candidates of the APC won fair and square, that it was on the field this was decided, not by what even the tribunal,
Well, Mark, it's obvious to the Edo people that Monday Okpebholo today does not have the legitimacy of the Edo people because they did not give him the mandate. We hardly ever heard him during the campaign. He never spoke to anybody. He was not on radio. He was not on TV. He wasn't speaking to the Edo people. Several news platforms requested him to come and express yourself to the people. Let's have an understanding of your thoughts. What are your plans for the people? Until he was declared winner by INEC, nobody ever heard him speak. So I'm amazed that my big brother here now is trying to whitewash somebody that people thought could not even speak. And suddenly told that he's this and he's all that. But the issue is this. The Edo people feel cheated, and that is why they are pressuring Asue and Ighodalo to pursue the fight for the people. It's not about him. They feel that we gave you our mandate. These people stole the mandate in collusion with the INEC. And so please fight for us, fight for our progress, fight for our prosperity. Go and appeal the judgment. And however it goes, fight it to the end of the game, which is the Supreme Court. Because, if the people really gave their mandate to Monday Okpebholo, you would have seen cases of people celebrating and jubilating all over the streets of Benin City today. But everywhere is quiet from yesterday. The people are mourning because they don't know this guy. They really do not know him. We don't hear him talk. We cannot feel his pulse for the people. Edo has been in the news for all the wrong reasons since he became governor.
Hold on, you said they don't know him, but he was a senator.
No, he was a senator in Edo Central Senatorial District. That's the smallest senatorial district in Edo State.
And he wasn't known?
He did not speak. He didn't campaign for senatorial elections. He simply, just a second, sir. Okpebholo won the senatorial elections just because of the third-term agenda of the PDP, and they didn't want the PDP to continue. And so it was a protest vote. Nobody ever heard him campaign, even when he was running for Senate, but that's not the issue. The issue is about the legitimacy of the government of Edo State today that Mr. Okpebholo does clearly not have. And that is why the people are upset. You would have seen in the news. It's either a case of insecurity here or insecurity there, or lack of leadership here, or inability to converse with the people. Even till this moment, Monday Okpebholo has not been able to address the Edo people on any issue. We saw a case last week, or was it this week, of a security challenge, in Iromi. Till this moment, the governor has not come out to address the people. This is what happened. This is what we're doing. This is what we've done. We saw him go to Kano. We saw him go to Katsina. What about the people who, as it were, you were elected to lead? What confidence do they have in you? Because he knows that these people do not really have confidence in me. That is why he's not seen it as a big deal to interact with the people. And this is the failure of the leadership that the people complain about today. And that is why we are heartbroken.
Now, just a moment. Yes. Are you saying that he didn't go to Uromi?
He went to Uromi on the day after it happened, but the Edo people are not in Uromi. We would have thought that by now there would have been a press briefing.
The Edo people are not in Uromi.
No, what I mean, Uromi is a city in Edo Central.
Of course,
the majority of the Edo people do not live in Uromi. It is only commonsensical for a governor to address the entirety of the state. This is not just about Uromi. This is about Edo State, because we're hearing cases of people wanting to hurt people from Edo State, not people just from Uromi. So a reasonable leader who really has the legitimacy of the people would have addressed them to allay their fears and to calm frayed nerves. But that is not the case. Even almost a week after it happened, this should tell you that there is really no clear leadership in Edo State today. And that is why the people are upset with the outcome of the tribunal. The people are upset because the man who we gave the mandate, the man who we saw go to the marketplaces, he went to schools, he went to offices, he went to the homes of Edo people across the three senatorial districts, speak to them, express himself to them, sell his mandate to them. The man who we gave our mandate to was not declared winner at the elections, and he also lost the case at the tribunal, and the people are unhappy. And the sentiments with which I speak today are not just mine, but a collective sentiment of the Edo people. If you do an opinion poll today, I mean, I could watch the comments from Edo people on social media. Nobody is pleased with the outcome of the tribunal. Even across the nation, Nigerians were watching. Nigerians were watching the Edo State tribunal process to see what the outcome will be, to gauge the level of trust they should have in the judiciary. But sadly, there's zero trust.
Do you fear? You said there's zero trust, yet your candidate is still going to be going to the appeal court.
Yeah, we will have to pursue the case to a logical conclusion.
With no confidence.
Yeah, well, not absolutely. See, the thing is this. If we had an Electoral Act and we submitted our evidence in line with the Electoral Act, which says that oral evidence is not necessary where there's documentary evidence, which says that the INEC documents alone should be able to prove overvoting, where those who voted in a polling unit exceed those who were accredited, that's a clear case of overvoting. You don't even need to be a scholar to understand that. And if these documents say that, in line with the Electoral Act, and that was the petition we put before the court, and then suddenly you're dismissing the case, even with all this evidence that you admitted, INEC did not complain about, APC did not complain about, what hope or what trust or what confidence do you really expect the people to have? However, there's an appeal. However, there's an appeal process. However, there will be the Supreme Court, and we will have to...
There will be.
Okay, sir. Okay, for lack of time, constraint for time, that was a very, very intelligent presentation by you, Ogasa of the House. So I just want you to speak to this effect before I put on Azegbemi's interview. You talked about illegitimacy. So if you can just wrap it up around illegitimacy, because that's my own biggest part.
Yes.
Before we talk.
Thank you, my dear sister. And I again want to welcome all those that are listening to us. And before I start, I want to appeal to us. We cannot give up hope in the fight to speak up for our own selves. Even when you have bullies in your class and the bullies are pressuring you to keep quiet, for the sake of your own reputation, you have to keep fighting. And as much as we may be sad and may be displeased with the outcome of the tribunal, let us know that it's a three-legged race. It has we've just passed one step and we have 2 steps to go. So some people are saying that, oh, the judiciary is so corrupt, the executive is overbearing, interfering with judicial matters, also don't appeal the case. There's no way Asue is not going to appeal the case, because the Edo people fought for you on the election day and gave you their votes, expecting you to protect the votes. And if for some reason it was stolen, and there's an avenue to continue to fight for the people, they don't expect you to give up. You will have to. So even if Asue as a person is weary and is tired, because of those behind him, you guys, the Edo people who voted, we have no choice but to continue. And our hope and our trust is that the more we put this kind of pressure on the judiciary through the media, the more we begin to explain to the people what really happened in courts, the more we begin to explain to the people the travesty of justice meted against the Edo people, Nigerians generally will continue to speak out. And I was happy to read from the US missions that they were very interested in the outcome of the appeal case of the PDP. This is unprecedented. This is the first time we're having a national government like the United States bother about a subnational election. It's because they know they had observers in Edo State during the elections, and every monitoring team, every observer that observed the election said the same thing. INEC colluded with the APC to steal the elections. And while they may not be able to do anything physically, we know that there's already pressure on the federal government that, hey, we're watching what you're doing. Make sure. So we even have more energy today to go to fight at the appeal than we had 2 days ago, because we know now that not just local news is watching, the international community is also watching what's happening in Edo State, especially also because Okwewolo does not have the legitimacy, the political legitimacy to govern Edo State. He did not have the highest number of lawful votes given by the Edo people. And it's very obvious. After I had this interview, a few hours later, they started mobilizing all across Benin, gathering area boys everywhere, just to show that everybody was lying. You know, people called me to tell me that the governor was already trying to get on his way to Benin, but because they wanted to prove to the nation that the people were excited, they had to delay his flight, asking him to now come later in the evening so they can have enough time to gather boys and gather hooligans to make it look as though the people are happy. But even when they did that, you could see it clearly.
It was a doomsday, sir. It was a burial day.
Yes, you could see that these ones were paid to do
democracy.
The real voters who came out to vote, the teachers, the market women, the pensioners, the youth, you could see that there was apathy, just like it was when he was announced winner of the election.
Exactly.
I mean, you can imagine, my dear sister, had it been Asue Godolo was announced winner of the elections, Benin would have been on fire for 24 hours.
I am going to send you a video I did privately. Waiting in anticipation, I did a video.
Yes. People, I had several civil servants while we were in court called me and they were praying that please, we are tired of this situation. Many of them said that we just go to the office, we do absolutely nothing. This guy has no direction. Apart from the PS and the others who are just sharing the money, there's nothing happening in the Edo State civil service. This was a civil service that was adjudged the most sophisticated a few months ago. So I made bold to say it, that the victory given to Okwewolo by the court was a stolen victory, and we will have to sustain the fight. It can be depressing. Imagine how much was spent on lawyers, spent on logistics, spent on all of these processes, only to have it stolen. They put pressure on them, because while we were in court that day, at about 6 o'clock, it was obvious where the ruling was going to tilt towards. That's to tell you that the judges had written the entire ruling days before that day.
Were you also informed? Do you know about how the leaked verdict? And we took it with a pinch of salt, because I thought it's not possible.
No, really. Well, that leaked verdict was an APC thing, but for the substance of it, it had really no correlation with the eventual judgment. What I think they wanted to do is to prepare the minds of the Edo people. This is the likely direction. So in case it comes out like this tomorrow, they will say, okay, we fair no. And at the time they did that, they were mounting pressure on the judges to change the outcome of the judgment. Why did I say so? You could see it. It's just like somebody reading a letter from page 1 to page 10. And from page 1 to page 8, 1 is leading into 2, 2 is leading into 3. You are seeing the way it's chronologically, it's moving in. The storyline is sweet. Then suddenly at 8, they change the storyline completely differently. And you're now wondering, what of 1 to 8? What has happened to 1 to 8? Tab 9 and 10 has no correlation with 1 to 8. This is what even made us laugh. The judge said that all the documents the PDP had tendered, the court had admitted all those documents as evidence.
Yes.
Number 1. So when we heard that, we were excited that if our documents, because those were not PDP documents, those were INEC documents.
CTC.
Given to us by INEC, certified true copy. That means what we had were as good as the original. And so there was no way the court wasn't going to adopt it. INEC did not complain that nobody will get this document.
No.
APC did not complain that nobody INEC get this document. It was the document. So having heard that, we believe that the evidence, documentary evidence, were going to play a role in the final judgment given by a judge. That's what is expected everywhere there are human beings that have a brain.
It's chronological, right?
Yes. For the judge to now tell us that although we saw your evidence, although we agree with your evidence, but because you didn't bring enough witnesses to speak to the evidence you brought, then the case is dismissed. So other judges, other lawyers have listened to the judgment and they just laughed that this is certainly an Amazon judgment. It was purchased on Amazon or eBay. This is eBay judgment. This cannot be genuine. This cannot be real. But the bottom line is that the Edo people know exactly what's going on. They told us from the beginning. Some people said, "Mona not even bother." The way we this Tinubu, they do all these things. But that's my biggest worry. Like I said on Arise, I said, if we are to give up in a society that is just beginning to practice sustained civil rule that they call democracy, and the major standpoints, the major footprints of democracy, the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, people are losing confidence, in the arms of government. Then where is the hope for democracy? Why none. Then should we tell people in 2027, go and get your PVC and go and vote? It's a waste of time. If the people are losing or have lost confidence in the arms of government and they've lost confidence in INEC, from whence would they get the energy to go cast their votes or queue up to vote? It's a waste of time. If they believe that one person will decide who a governor will be, were we not ashamed to hear the president tell the Nigerian people that I will give you a...
Do you want Edo back?
In a democracy? In a democracy, should we not be ashamed that somebody...
That's an impeachable statement.
I would just assume that, well, it's okay. No, it can never be okay. That is why, as sad as we feel as Edo people, that the miscarriage of justice was meted against us, we must continue to speak out. Regardless of the pressure for us to keep quiet, we must continue to speak out. And yesterday when I spoke to a pastor, I said, with this that has happened, we cannot even relent now. We must be on the radio, on TV, on social media every day, continuing to fight for the mandate. Because if the other people don't see us fighting, tomorrow they won't listen to us when we say, come and vote for us. They won't listen. They must see that you did all you could with the mandate that we gave to you. That is why we cannot stop. And I want to appeal very specially to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. You guys played a major role in the outcome of the elections. Your people back at home voted the way you asked them to vote.
We mobilized.
And yes, and the most they can do is to vote. Yes. They're not going to protect the vote. It's not their job to protect the votes. Why should anybody be worried about protecting a vote in a civilized society? Your job is to go there and vote and go home.
Vote and go home.
You would expect the security, who should be unbiased, to protect the votes. And so we want to appeal to you. We still need all that momentum and support from you. We still need it. In fact, if we needed it at any point, it is now. Because look at it. Imagine if I was Asue and I had friends who were supporting. Most of my friends would have been waiting for the appeal, for the tribunal judgment, to know, what is the trajectory this thing is going to follow. So as it now happened that I lost out at the tribunal, so who be one give me 10 naira before? Maybe he will not give me 1 naira because he feels that the risk is very high.
Yes.
So where they expect 10 naira before, now 1 naira I can't get now. That this is after I have spent all that I have for campaigns, for rallies, for elections, the tribunal. So we cannot abandon our mandate at this time. It has nothing to do with us as a person, but our collective will as a people. So your support is highly needed. Your prayers, your emotional support, your financial support, we need it at this time to sustain the battle. Imagine we have over 30 lawyers in our team.
We have to pay them.
Asue kept them in a hotel for almost 2 months. Almost 2 months in Abuja.
Yeah, yes. Abuja. Yeah, you had to keep going back and forth.
And
So
you're
it's
going back and forth. There's logistics, there's transportation, there's feeding for 2 months. And now we have another 4 months for this battle. Another 4 months. So you can imagine the trauma anybody will actually go through. This it's enough for anybody to say, you know what, I'm going to give up, but I can't. I can't. So your prayers is needed. However it is, we have to reach out. We have to continue to reach out to the Asue team because, for example, I'm going to be talking now from 6 o'clock today till 11 o'clock today.
Oh, you have back-to-back interview.
Yes, and we're running on generator. So the gen has to be on for the next 6 hours.
No lights.
Because we have to keep talking to our people. We have to keep engaging them. A lot of people have lost hope. Between Wednesday and today, we have lost almost half of our support base. Oh. Because this tribunal, people are using it to gauge how once they continue, having lost it. They've lost the thing. So we have to go back to the trenches to make sure we drive them up and wake them up to say, oh boy, we know how you feel, but we can't stop now until the end. And you know what? We had a meeting with the lawyers yesterday to do like a brainstorming on how far what's next. And they explained to us, they showed us about 6 of our governors who lost their cases at the tribunal stage, lost at the appeal stage, but won at the Supreme Court. 6 governors today, they lost at the 2 tribunal and appeal, but won at the Supreme. So had they given up after appeal?
One question: do they have the principalities and powers like in Edo State? The powers that be, the hawks, the vultures.
Well, sister, I do not think that those vultures have a big role to play in courts. Let me be honest with you. As much as I understand political influence, I'm thinking that the vultures that are the principalities in Edo State do not really have as much powers as we give to them. That's the truth.
True.
And we have to even continue now to limit their powers in our minds, because the moment you are defeated in your mind, that's it.
Yeah.
If you feel that no matter what I do, I cannot succeed, you would never succeed. But even if you acknowledge the encumbrances, you acknowledge the challenges, and you say, even with these challenges, I'm going to continue my fight until the end of the day. So if, for example, God has planned it in such a way that all these supporters that are going Asue Godalo, I'm going to be weeding them off one after the other, so that when my son eventually wins at the Supreme Court, we'll be able to have real, genuine people who will be able to help him build Edo State. That may just be God's idea. Because after we lost the election, some people joined APC. After we lost at the tribunal, some people have gone to join APC. We don't know what will happen at the appeal. People will still do what they want to do. But if at the end of the day at the Supreme Court, Asue gets it, you think they will have the nerve to start running back to him? They have exposed themselves. He told me that people don't call me any longer. Many have abandoned me.
Oh,
and I said, Your Excellency,
I'm so heartbroken.
That is how it is. Yes. So, Your Excellency, that's politics. You have been, in the executive, in the business world all your life.
Yes.
But this is how these guys play the game, politically. The moment you are down, majority of the people that were running with you would leave you. Only a few will stick with you. And that's why I'm appealing to us. Let us be amongst the few.
People are always on the winning side.
Yes.
Yeah.
I tell you what, when they now jump ship to the winning side, those at the winning side do not have confidence or trust in them, because they know that you are coming to meet me simply because I'm there today. If I'm not here, you will not come. So nobody will trust them. We must be able to stand up for integrity. You must be able to have a reputation. That you're not dancing like a pendulum. Today you are here, tomorrow you are here, today you are here.
You can never really anywhere below face.
Yes.
Yeah.
You stand for something. And so it's going to be a long road ahead.
A very
But
long
I want to
one.
appeal to all of us.
Bleak.
Let us continue to pull together. Let's continue to pull together.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We are different. We will never join the winning team if they are
Amen.
not credibly the winner.
Yes.
I wrote it on
Yes.
I post a lot when I'm angry, so the keyboard becomes my so I just start to type.
Yes.
I type anything inside my head. Joy can attest to that. Clarence, my brother, let me read the statement. I want to read. Thank you, guys. I see all of you here where I wept bitterly together with my sister, the presenter. That's me. Valo. Tuesday, after the illegal judgment was delivered, I could not speak. I could not believe myself. Even when he said, "You don't finish," I said, "For where?" I beg Clarence, come out. Not tell me that why you go finish. They said this. You know all the things you just named just now. With this in favor. I was asking myself question. You don't see person where they soliloquize, where they talk to himself. So it was really like a big blow on us. Very, very big one. But no matter what, my people, I will not join the winning team because they are winners. I also wrote on my post, in a way, I refuse to congratulate a thief for a successful robbery. I will not congratulate you. I am not the type of person to tell you, oh, you know what? You were very smart. You outsmarted everyone. You stole it and came home. I will ask you, how did you get it? If it's credible, if it's not, if it's illegitimate, so moving on. I see all of you. I don't know if we have time to quickly call Oga, but I see all of you. Thank you for coming. Please, if you haven't liked, go and like. Let's go on a quick 1 second break. Just 1 second, then 20 seconds break. Okay? Go and like. Thank you. So I want to show you one statement before I play that Oga as a Gbemi. This is the most ludicrous and laughable thing I have ever heard. Let me first show it. Section 137 of the Nigerian Electoral Act. Or where I'm reading it from my phone now. Section 137, 2022 is about the effect and non-compliance. It is under Part 8. Is it not 8? Determination of election petitions arising from elections of the Act. It shall not be necessary for a party who alleges non-compliance with the provisions of this Act for the conduct of elections to call oral evidence. If originals or certified true copies manifestly disclose the non-compliance alleged. Yet, the judges found it convenient to tell you guys, to tell Asue's lawyer, that they depended too much on the Constitution. My brother, can you make this make sense? Because when you depend on this, I don't know what else they would have done, right?
Okay,
just make this make sense to me, sir.
Yes, let me break it down so that everyone can understand.
When we depend on it,
yes. So this our petition. It had 3 legs. One was the issue of non-compliance.
Mm-hmm.
That non-compliance, the Section 73, subsection 1 of the Electoral Act says that prior to the election, the quantity and serial numbers of sensitive election materials must be recorded in a form called EC25B.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever that is not done, the election in those polling units will be invalidated. So we had about 390 units where that was not done.
Mm-hmm.
And we had INEC documents to show that in this form EC25B, You guys did not do what INEC said it should be done. That was number one. Number two, in about 133 units, we said there was overvoting. The number of people that voted was more than the number of people that registered to vote for the accreditation. So in a case where number of those that registered to vote is 50 and 51 people ended up voting, that is a clear case of overvoting.
Yes.
And section 51, subsection 1 of the Electoral Act says, wherever there's overvoting, the results must be cancelled by the presiding officer.
Yes.
Number three was incorrect collation of figures, where INEC was dashing APC thousands of votes voters that they did not have.
Manufactured.
And so we brought forth those three complaints before the tribunal. And we just like the section where you cited, 137, that says that in the case of non-compliance, it shall not be necessary to provide oral evidence where the originals or certified true copy of INEC certified documents are tendered in court as exhibits. So what it means is that to show that there is overvoting, the law says, give me three documents. One is the result sheet, two is the beavers machine, three is the voters register. And we gathered all of these documents before the courts, and the court told us that we have accepted all your evidence. And so if the Electoral Act says that once you have given them paper evidence that is original or certified true copy, you don't need a talo to talk again on the matter. So why should we push aside the Electoral Act and focus on the personal determination of a judge? You should follow the Constitution. Even at that, we still brought witnesses to say, okay, in the case of overvoting, these are the witnesses for the main issues. On the case of incorrect collation, these are the witnesses. We didn't even need to bring one witness because the law is saying it is only when you don't have the physical documents that eyewitness is not explained. It's just like you having CCTV camera. On a particular issue, there's CCTV footage from 3 different points in a particular room that capture the whole event. You know, let's assume it's a robbery of a supermarket. And you are saying that until we bring somebody that was in the supermarket to see what the person saw, then all the evidence you have from CCTV camera is not tenable. That doesn't make any sense. It's just like on your phone. Your phone, for example, let's say there are text messages on your phone, and you screenshot a text message, and you go and print it out, for example. And then the police says, okay, where is you tell them that this text message came from my phone.
I printed it.
This is the phone where the text message came from. If you open the phone, you will see it. However, in case you can't find the phone, this is the printed copy of the text message. I have also certified that it's original, according to the makers of the phone. So they won't say, I went to Ogbelaka to go and get a judgment. From the makers of the phone. Then you take it to court. Then the judge will say, because nobody was there when you screenshot it with your phone, until you bring the person who saw you screenshot it, then all your evidence doesn't make any sense. Unprecedented. Never happened before. That is why several lawyers have called us to tell us that you have an excellent case. It is obvious that those judges were compromised. So get all your documents together and go and appeal. But you know what, my dear sister? The law gives us 14 days to file a motion for appeal.
Okay.
And 14 days after judgment. So on Wednesday, we waited on Thursday to give us judgment. We waited on Friday, they refused to give us judgment. So we're now asking the court. We saw the judge read from a typed document. Normally they use Bible writer.
So where is it?
A typed document. So you mean that after the judgment that day, you couldn't make a photocopy to give to us to say, okay, everybody see your judgment? That 24 hours later, we can also have a judgment. Even if there were corrections, you have 24 hours, you have 48 hours. 72 hours later, we have not been able to lay hands on the CTC judgment. And we have, yes, we have, and they told us that we should come on Monday. So we said, fine, we're going to come on Monday. If by Monday, 10 o'clock, we have not gotten the judgment, we're going to blow alarm.
Okay.
Let the world come and see what is going on.
Oh, you know? Sir, before you continue, are the judges now when we go begging face to face? Are they very old? Are they obsolete? Are they old? Because I can think they are also obsolete. Well,
the truth is that they were not middle age. You could say maybe, late 50s to early 60s. But the people who had, I would say that the whole trial process was done, in a very transparent manner, I would say. They didn't give us a
the reason we had hope.
Yes.
Ask my guest here. They are family meeting, my meeting now. We had hope because everything they were, the court took in, admitted, constitutionally admitted, everywhere at Zenenebo.
Yes. So they gave us the impression.
Were they just leading us? Did they lead us on? Were we led on?
To be very honest with you, I think that they had their hands tied at the end of the day.
Oh, because they did everything right.
They did everything right. And even after the day where everybody had submitted their final written address, from the last comments everybody made, you could see that even the APC lawyers and the INEC lawyers already felt defeated.
Of course, here where we have good statistician.
Yes, so that the courts admitted all their evidence is a big problem for us. That's why you could see that from that very day, Okwerolo, he didn't sleep in Benin.
He has never. He's been running head to
now in Abuja every day. And they tried so much with getting the information, trying to manipulate the system. The judges had stood firm that with the evidence we have before us, it will be difficult for us to change this thing. But at the final moment, you could see it. The judge now became, as if to say he was stammering the moment everything was switching. You could see that this man that was very vibrant and talking and laughing before, suddenly he has changed. You could tell that something had happened.
I don't know how they will sleep with their conscience. I know that money has exchanged hands.
Well,
I really don't know. Let's just play this Tony's on maybe another 1 second, then you can take calls. Yeah.
Ask a question now, like I asked from the first guest. I don't know if you are a lawyer, because you see, we faced this problem after the presidential elections went to courts and the judgment of the Supreme Court. The question is, what's the Evidence Act like? How do you prove in this case? If a court says you brought Beaver's machine, but you just brought some recording somewhere of the Beaver, are you supposed to be the one to operate the Beavers? Are you to prove to them in the courts? I mean, because I don't know. The same court system said you chronologically arrived at your evidence and all of that, arranged your evidence, but you didn't prove in the end that your witnesses didn't speak to the event. Please, I'm confused.
Same like
Nigeria
us.
Confuses me. And they confuse.
Yeah. Now this one be easy.
I say I don't get sense. What happens? How do you prove in the Evidence Act?
That is, that is why the candidate and the party, we are taking this thing to the appeal court. We have to take it to the appeal court. Just as you are confused, I am confused. I'm sure most Nigerians are confused. We don't seem to understand what the judiciary is trying to do with this country. A document is brought to your court. certified by the authority meant to certify it. The materials were brought to the court. You admitted them. In ruling on the motions, some motions brought in yesterday, he said the court admits these documents, and he overruled the objections of the second and the third respondents. And you turn back and say, no, though we admitted those documents, but the documents were dumped on us. Is it that at this level, at the tribunal level, is it that they didn't want to read? Is it that they didn't want to look at those documents? Is it that they didn't have the capacity? Is it that something else made them to arrive at that conclusion that they arrived at yesterday? I'm confused too, like you were saying. And that is why we think at the appellate court and ultimately at the Supreme Court.
Who is supposed to even, work the beavers machine for the courts? I mean, they say you people brought beavers machine, but you didn't work the beavers. Who is supposed to? I don't understand. Please, I don't, because for the interest of, I don't know how this Evidence Act happened. Dr. Abati, maybe you might have some clarity, as you are a lawyer of many years of repute and training. I don't know how these things in the Evidence Act works. That's my confusion this morning. Dr. Abati, over to you.
Okay. Oh, so, I don't know, do you want to hear Dr. Abati's submission?
No, I watched it. I watched it.
Okay, good. Thing. So, Ogasa, before you take on this question quickly, you came the last time, and I asked you one very pressing question. In a way, a bivasini, APC mukia where you dumping land, you have come to dump documents in the court. You have come, then you now explain to me where no, it was not dumped. That the beavers were actually opened, but it was behind the scenes. Do you want to just brush on that?
Of course. And that is why we were smiling. That's why we knew that something really happened. Because that the judge was now more or less reading the final written address of the APC. Because those were the words that they used.
So they became the fourth respondent.
We dumped evidence in the court. What do you mean dumped? Were we not supposed to bring forth the evidence to the court so that the court will look at the evidence? Were we supposed to follow the judge home or to his hotel to be showing him page after page this is what we're trying to say? So what's the point of bringing evidence if the court will not look at the evidence? What was the point? Is it not shocking and stupid that they were expecting us to bring 700 witnesses for the 700 units we're challenging? Was that reasonable? That was
no, it is not doable. There is no time for 700
what they were trying to ask us to do.
It is not doable.
We're supposed to bring witnesses, to speak to all the cases. But what's the evidence there for? What is the evidence? So it is for the beavers machines. Let me explain it again. You see, for the first time in Electoral Tribunal, we did something that was novel. We were able to get the time-stamped beavers extract. This is what it means. This is like a book, right? So imagine you take a screenshot of all the pages of the book in a separate document, and you say, okay, these are extracts of this book. That means those extracts are a complete representation of the book. Everything in the book is in this extract. So that extract, INEC signed on the extract that this came from us as a product from the beavers machine. As if to say, in place of a beavers machine, you can look at this one instead. That document, we obtained it from INEC and we also tendered it in court to say, okay, sir, everybody who came to vote in my polling unit, this machine took their picture.
Yes.
On the extract, we have everybody's picture that this machine took.
Yes.
So if you want to go to my polling unit, let's assume that they bombed INEC and all the beavers machine spots. Meanwhile, we still have all that information as the extract. So anything you want to find out in my units, go to the extract, you will see it. However, just for the sake of it, we have also brought the machine itself that produced this extract.
So we didn't even need to bring the beavers, but you guys went extra.
No, we didn't. And we have it on good authority. We have it on good authority that those machines were examined.
That
They may
is
not
what
have
we asked you
examined
the
all
other
of
day.
them. We have it on good authority that those machines were examined.
Oh my God.
Because the court would not have pronounced that all our evidence were admitted without acknowledging all the evidence that we brought. I just can't mention names for the sake of it, but we have it on good authority that the Beavers machines were examined by the court. And
So you go
that is why we are even having more hope that let us try the appeal court. Let us see, because many people have been waiting to see what will be the outcome of this Edo tribunal. We all know what happened. Let us see, And so we're hoping that we may fail at the tribunal stage and then win at the appeal and win at the Supreme. We may also even fail at the appeal stage too and win at the Supreme. But eventually, however God wants to do it, let it be on record that we fought to the end.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, my people. You guys are following, right? Thank you. 261 here. Please, I don't have enough likes. If you could go and like before you forget. Like and share. Like and share. I know you're already writing comment. If you haven't subscribed, this is the time now. Anthony Ajibola has a word for us. Or when it should be a matter of law for a certified copy of judgment to be given immediately, not later than 24 hours after the judgment was read. So it's a matter of it has to be done. This is constitutional. So they not see any delay this judgment paper now.
Nigeria is not a normal country. Let us acknowledge that we are not normal people.
No, once we start to acknowledge that, we will have less headache. Yes, this is the kangaroo country.
Once we acknowledge that we are not normal, so we must be ready to do abnormal things to make. Because how can it be? The court knows that we have only 14 days.
And they are delaying.
So they've taken Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they're telling us to come on Monday. That's 5 days away. And we have to make sure. And the reason why we're also very cautious is because, let me tell you something. It is these same tribunal judges that will forward all our evidence to the appeal court. So we don't want to rock the boat so that they will forward half and keep half.
Can they do that?
And then our case. Where is anything impossible in Nigeria?
Let me stop thinking that we guys have a country. No, we don't. Let me stop thinking. It showed any problem because I will keep saying insane claims. Nigeria is not for the sane-minded. Once you start accepting it, you have less headache.
Yes. So we are hoping that if they win, once they release it to us, we're going to monitor them bumper to bumper to make sure that all evidence we give to the courts are all submitted to the appeal.
Now these guys have turned to a brick wall again. You know what you guys went through. In fact, all of us, you are doing it physically there. We are emotionally involved and otherwise. They delayed us, if not for the sense. File.
True.
This is what they want to do again. Another brick wall. I'm just hoping and praying by Monday, please. That when I write you, you may reply. On Monday, You've given a judgment. So because of your time constraints, sir, I would just like us to go into the calling. If you haven't wrapped up, sir, you can wrap up. Then I'll put the number to call.
No, I think the only thing I was going to add from what Chairman said was that when they kept saying we didn't bring enough witnesses at the polling units, because that's what most of the media people are saying, that we didn't bring enough witnesses at the polling units. And so we're trying to make them understand this. So it's so annoying because even a child should be able to understand this. And this is what we mean. If in over 300 polling units, we are saying that there was incorrect collation of scores, collation does not happen at the polling units, but at the collation centers. And at the collation centers, there are no polling unit agents. What you have there are collation agents,
which you guys brought the witnesses.
Which we brought. So you cannot say that, oh, because you didn't bring polling unit witnesses for a collation matter, they were not there. They were not supposed to be there. That's number one. So when the chairman says that our major issue is not at the polling units,
but the judges knew this,
but at the collation, of course they did. The second issue, which we had over almost 390 polling units, where we said that INEC failed to do prior recording or serialization, what they call non-compliance. That one happened a day before the election at the RAC Center. That is what the INEC Electoral Act says. When it says prior recording, you have to record these things prior to the election day. On that day, the eve of the election, are polling unit officers with INEC? That is an exceptionally INEC duty. So how does it make any sense to tell us that we didn't call polling unit agents for an issue that is exclusively for INEC?
And even if you had called those polling unit agents, money has exchanged hands. Even if you had given them your kidneys,
the truth is that no matter what we did, the judges were pressured at the end of the day to subvert justice.
Anyways, this subversion of justice, I go choke them. Ogbese, I have said it over and over again that there is nothing APC cannot do. However, this one choke, and may it choke them. This one choke because the judges were ready to do the right thing, just like they were doing the right thing in IREV in the election, during the election, until 94, 96. Correct me, guys. 6%, 96%. So exactly now, the judges did the right thing up from the beginning of the judgment. Evidences, they were all admitted and sustained. Just the end of the day, and even if you had given them that, I said it on my show, I still think they would have asked for your eyes. And so I really don't know what we would have given them at this stage, because so Ogasa, thank you so much. My people, they understand the explanation where you give us. So say then do everything now watertight. Kemosia has never lost a case. So this one, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Let me not hold you too long. So people may want to call you, Sam. How long do you have? Tell us.
We still got about 25-30 minutes. That's fine.
Okay. So please do your call, and please get 1 minute. So that no matter setting call. Okay. Festus and Wasia, I see you. Baba, domo sir, domo Baba. And then where we cannot see the hands that are walking against Asue. Obungbe kakabo, obungbe. Okay. So I am waiting for the first caller. First caller here. Please, if you are here and you haven't liked, please do so. I am waiting. Okay. Please also like. Fred is calling. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, good evening, my brother. I don't know where you did, but hello. Your name and your place of call.
I'm calling from Canada.
Huh?
I'm calling from Canada.
Oh, my brother Fred. Okay. Thank you so much. I beg. What will be your contribution? What will be your question?
Yes, so a quick one, not really a question, but just a contribution.
Okay.
So I called you the last time you were online.
I catch your voice now. Yes.
Yes. So I want to make a quick contribution because I had a conversation with a friend of mine whose mother is a retired judge in Benin. So we had a very lengthy conversation, and he told me, he said it will be difficult for this case to be turned in Asue's favor.
Okay.
And I asked him why. He said he doesn't talk about things like this, but him and his mother have talked for a long time before, and his mother disclosed something to him because she's a retired judge. And she said, if you have any corruption case in the sense that money has exchanged hands before to any judge, if any judge has collected money, be it even 10 naira, 1,000 naira in the past, the federal government have your dossier. They know who gave you that bribe. So they will use that against you whenever they need you to do their bidding. He said most of the judges in Nigeria have done something in the past. So that is why they use it against them, and they even give them more money to say, okay, you take more money. We have your record, so that we not expose your record. Take more money, add to the one you already have. You know, so that's why it is difficult for most of the judges to give the right judgment, because most of them have done shady things in the past, and they don't want that record to be out because they threaten them with the DSS, EFCC that will bring out their record, so they have to do what they have to do. So I don't know how this is going to work, but let's see what happens at the appeal and Supreme Court level.
Thank you.
That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you. Okay, he just contributed, sir. I think you understand what he was saying.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Aware, even if he has, even if there's no way, there's a brick wall here. There's another caller. Hello.
Most of them have done shady things in the past. I don't want that record to be out because they're threatening them with the DSS, EFCC that will bring out their record, so they have to do.
What happened? I think that guy dropped already. Okay. I have a new caller, sir. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, good evening, ma.
Good evening. God bless. Your name and place of call.
Agedo Peter.
Okay. Agedo, oh, you're welcome. Waketiere?
Yeah. They're from London.
London, okay. Thank you. What's your contribution or your question?
Yeah, actually, I'm in a sad mood. My heart is bleeding.
Very sad. Me too.
And it's very, very unfortunate. As for one, I'm not surprised because actually highlighting on the war. I remember last time, I greet you, sir.
Okay, now where they be this? Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I greet you, sir.
Okay. I bet make you hurry. We don't really get that much time.
Okay. I remember last time I asked about that beavers. I was the one that asked about that beavers. Why is it that beavers was operated openly in the court? If you can remember, I asked you.
Okay.
And you told me that
it was opened.
Because of the operated and it was open behind the scene.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, APC, the one that wrote this judgment. If you remember, the Mushawala and the APC chieftains, they were saying that Asue, Ighodalo and PDP brought the document, the evidence, they didn't speak to it. So, my own conclusion, that judgment was written by the APC for the judge to read. Yeah. Then, thirdly, we are going to the appeal court. You see the same judiciary system. I, for one, have not faith in the judiciary. We are still going to meet these bunches, these
of course, but what's your advice? Do we go on or do we stop?
We still have to go on.
Okay.
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 Go on, but not fight it last. Yeah.
Okay.
For your own word to this, even they're going to forget the legend forward.
Thank you.
And I think lastly, this as I said before, it's going to be a difficult test. For me, with this, I don't think the women's election is going to the same.
On our choking, we need Jesus. Wesley. Thank you. Let me pick the other person. Hello, Ogasa. Sorry, the line was busy. Your name and place of call.
Okay, my name is Valiant Sampson. I'm calling from the United States.
Okay, Mr. Sampson, welcome. What will be your contribution?
I want to thank my brother for the job he's done for the Edos. He made us proud. He made us know that we are not all illiterate. Another thing I must thank him and the party for not exposing 700-something people to the fake tribunal panelists, because that would have endangered their lives, because this group of people were fighting against,
Oh my goodness. Oh. Hey, sorry, sir. Maybe I read your book. Okay, I'm going to come back to you. Lucky, please, what's your contribution? Sorry.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Lucky. I'm calling from France.
Okay, from France. Thank you.
So, yeah, I just want to quickly ask my brother. Good evening, brother. Welcome to the live stream.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting some information that till now they have not gotten the TC from.
He just said it. Yeah, I'm Nima, so we are waiting. They want to use delay tactics again.
Because the duration of time to file the petition. So how long?
14 days.
Sure that this is not going to destroy this thing. And again, what is the probability of the next step? The evidence. Can you add any evidence? They say the device was not read and you did speak to the document.
Okay.
Is it chance to bring more witness, or are we just still going to look at them and they will start telling us? It's not. I mean, I already know Nigeria because I told our brother last time, Pedro, that these people they can never do the right thing. But I pray they do the right thing. So what is the chance?
Amen. Amen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bring all of them together. Beg, make you rewrite some points.
Okay.
You bring all of them together to answer. You may you listen, okay? I may you go like.
Okay, ma'am.
Go on like. Hello, sorry, sir. I don't know, something happened. Your call come out. Mr. Sampson, continue.
Okay, so like I said, it was good that they didn't expose our innocent brothers to this group of persons that are in government, because they would have threatened and want to do bad thing to them. So I thank you guys for doing that.
Thank
you.
The
other one, I also want to say that pursue it to the last bus stop, because it's evident already that two people are from the same direction and they contested for the same government. So it is a matter of discussing peacefully to say, okay, now that one, let's just work together as a little people. But when we see people coming out to say they are siding with one side, and we are saying that this side, they are the people that are problem to Edo, I think that there's need for Asue and his team to continue to follow. And even if at the end it doesn't come their way,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let me just take the last call, then you wrap it up, sir. Okay. There's a guy that was calling. So this is the last call, guys. So nobody can answer. Hello, my caller. Hello? Good evening. Your name and place of call.
Okay, I'm calling for Italy.
Okay. So what's your contribution today?
Mama, I'm not going to tell you that as I do here, so I invest.
Not be only you. I say my heart will be to live. Not be only you.
But I'm not the PDP.
You don't need to be PDP. You stand for the truth.
But waiting they avenge that Nigeria, it can't be, Mama.
Yes.
Everybody not invest.
Yes.
I mean, all that judges, we need their bishop.
Abi,
we need to share
man never look. How do they look like? We don't know them.
Enough is enough.
They should be visa ban everything. Family, many when they deport, they go meet them back. Man, no enough. Yes.
I'm waiting for Apple. All that they do when they get for balance, when they see bigger. If I swear, if now you to win that election.
For where even the eyes of the blind saw it.
Because enough is enough. When it's pressure, you go stop.
Okay.
Enough is enough.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
The verse where?
Me too. Me join on the verse. Me the verse. Thank you, sir.
Because since that thing they happen, made all the verse. We don't tire.
Okay.
Because enough is enough.
Okay.
How long will they continue like this?
Okay. Okay. Let's say.
I don't do Europe, but when I don't say I do Europe. Now 10 years I want to spend. But now I don't go 16 years, I don't go 30 years. I don't come my country again.
Not true. Let's say. Thank you. I will first stay for phone, but the time. I hear you. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I will say, Mr. Peggy, please just listen. The time is running against him. He has the interview to go. Epa, please wrap it up all in one.
I will. I will.
Yeah, all in one, because of what your partner, Mr. Freddie Taban from Canada, or where he just seen a judge, you know, that you know, where this is going to be a difficult route, because other judges not curfew boy me done it. And yeah, that baby don't say let you know when you the no one me go more, not that baby. Talk to that effect and the beavers effect before you answer.
Well, the truth is that a lot of we're hearing a lot of things, you know, and it will be difficult for us to authenticate any information that we get. However, we have to acknowledge all the advice, all the contributions, all the suggestions, because as he said, now there are people too telling us, giving us a lot of inside information too. So we are going to have to work with all this information going forward. You know, sometimes you have to pretend that you don't know, even if you know, but still, you know, go ahead regardless. Let us see, now that we're seeing that the whole country is upset, and we're also seeing that the United States is watching the appeal closely. Let us see if they will want to redeem their image.
Can they meddle
or not?
This is a subnational. Can they meddle?
No. I mean, the U.S. can meddle in anything they want to meddle in across the world. That's the United States. The thing is this: they put out that statement for a reason, to tell us that we are watching. Whatever it is they can do, that's left for them. But for the fact that we're using the media to put pressure on the judiciary, this has never happened before. They will not send a helicopter and soldiers to come and kill us or kill the judges. No. But you see, there are diplomatic conversations that are had. You know, you're asking us for grants, you're asking us for this, you're asking us for that to promote democracy. But we're saying that you are deliberately destroying democracy, you know, in this place. So we're not going to be able to approve this World Bank loan for your country because we're saying that the fundamentals of democracy, you're destroying it. What country wants to support you when they're saying that your judiciary is corrupt? Nobody wants to do that.
Yes,
And so if foreign companies are seeing too that the US is worried about what's going on in Nigeria, well, that's a bad spot. We can't invest there. That's why they're putting visa bans on countries. They're including Nigeria. They're doing all these things play a role. So back to the issue. We are hoping that we're going to be able to get a CTC judgment by Monday. And if we get it by Monday, we still have about 8 days to put all our documents together. We think we'll be able to do that. But if by Monday morning we don't have it, that's where we're going to have to cry out. You know, because the law says we have 14 days to file.
Yes, and they are delaying. They become another INEC.
Yes. So let's assume that we've lost 5 days, from the 14, we still have 8-9 days to also. We're sure that we'll be able to do that. We won't be able to add any more evidence or bring any more witnesses.
You can't add.
So you can't add anything else.
You have to stay within what you did before.
You are going to stay within the evidence that you brought forth.
But you are not bringing physical evidence like human beings again.
No.
Witness.
We cited the case of the Supreme Court, Ihedioha versus Hope Uzodinma. Yeah, Hope Uzodinma brought two witnesses, at the tribunal, 2. And the Supreme Court said that it doesn't matter the number of witnesses you brought. What matters is the evidence that you brought forth. That's what we're going to work with. So you can prepare a human being to say yes. And he gets there and he gets frightened and he says no. Are you then going to say, oh, all the evidence you brought documentary doesn't matter as long as you said no? So we won't be able to add more information, but we are sure and we are hopeful on the documents we already have submitted.
Okay. I see. So we're going to round this up in like 2-3 minutes, okay? Thank you so much, sir. I wish we have more time to spend with you, or you have much time to spend.
I'll be glad to come again.
Of course. This is your home. Please, guys, I am sorry I couldn't take more calls. He's on a strict schedule. So why mama no carry my call, mama no do this, not be say I by doing, I not by doing lawo. But before you go, there is a poem that I wrote yesterday, and I want to dedicate it to one of my very core member here, Ajibola. I think I should read it out to everybody to see. So a point me now a near dog and I so you read it, you digest it, and see what you can bring out of it. So I'll read it on my phone, but it's on the screen right now. So I want everybody to see what I wrote. Please always go to my wall and see when I'm angry, I write it. So this is a poetic form that I used to, just bring out my thoughts. In our Edo, see, it's from Edo Pride yesterday. My Edo, my land. Igodo migodo, the land of the brave. Right? Mudia. Did me cannot beg say. Imanaji. Wait, please. Yeah, I'm trying to bring it out because no your twin be. So if I put it near my face, I'll see it well. In our my Edo, my land, Igodo migodo, the land of the brave. I weep for you. Your voice drowns in the wails of the wind, yet your king dances in golden halls, feasting while your tears salt the earth. Once the crown bears the weight of wisdom, a shield of bacon, a father's embrace. A father's embrace. Now it was it with merchants of greed, leaving the people in shadows of loss. What is a king without his people? I ask. What is a throne without trust? A relic, a whisper, a forgotten song, washed away by the tides of betrayal. Edo, my love, my wounded pride. Your sorrow etches lines in the sky. Shall we rise again unchained, unbowed? Or must we forever mourn what we have lost? I weep, Lady Edith. So, Nitani, I dedicate that poem to Mr. Anthony Ajibola. Thank you so much for your support to this program. And all of you here, Joy Asemota, all the ones that I know and I cannot know. I cannot even call their names right now. Wawese. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Please don't leave. He's the one that is going to leave because he has to run. So this brings us to the end of this important conversation with Honorable Istibo. Today, Istibo. If I went here for birthday, if I use Istibo, today we unpacked not just the outcome of the Edo Election Tribunal, but the deep-rooted issues of corruption and political interference, right? That continue to undermine our democratic process. To our viewers, this isn't just about one party or one judgment. It is about the soul of democracy, our democracy. Let's stay vigilant, guys. Let's stay informed. Let's stay, and most importantly, hold the system accountable. For Emidaniyahu. Thank you for watching. And until next time, stay engaged, and never stop, guys. Thank you, sir. We can't say thank you enough. I want to let you go because you have an important place to be right now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I've got the phone you were. Uwe come on, no, because I always cry. Thank you. Thank you, sir. God bless you. God bless you. I'll let you go now. Thank you, sir. Guys, it's been a day, a beautiful one, even if we are mourning. Yes, we are mourning the loss of democracy. Nigeria is not for the sane-minded. Once you stop thinking about, hey, you say not climb, you say not climb, you say not way, because we are thinking in our hearts, it's supposed to be like this now. But when I am in Nigeria, ego or temi here. So I'm not going to say I'll say let's keep up hope, but I am not going to categorically stand here right now and tell you we will win. Give me hope because ego garene emi do feel with here. So my people una well done, una strong. So in the midst of all this my Antonia Jivola, I've dedicated that poem to you. Thank you so much. and Mama Joy. Una too much. So emiga idosunu nevenia na. Una ado uduare where what could we have done? So please, we have done everything possible. In fact, they went beyond their reach. I have been saying it before. They went beyond their reach. They went beyond their capacity to show, to prove the case. Or where he who alleges must come with proof. And they did. In fact, they went beyond, above. Yet, a judge where a livani amuri or kidney madebai. Aba ona ladian. Ove do tama when ya wo ma vie nwe bai. No be vie nwe do we kebe. So there is nothing you will do that Lucifer would say you have done well. So Erioje, because ego line, money has exchanged hands, and right now, people are mourning. So let's just wait for the second step. It is under the law that they should give us the judgment copy, but they've refused. They want to turn into another brick wall, another APC, another INEC. When you go to the court, you meet APC judges. When you go to election, you meet APC. INEC, APC, like APC, everything. Tinubu has defecated on democracy. Yet they call him, hey, Nadeko. I have been telling you guys, Tinubu did not fight for Nadeko to uphold democracy. Tinubu fought so that his name will be in history where, hey, these were the guys that fought for democracy. He did it for his self-aggrandizement. I can't say that without mincing words. He did it to be noticed. So I got here back where, hey, Tinubu is a Democrat. Tinubu is not a Democrat. He's an anti-Democrat. Tinubu is the same person defecating on democracy. When clipping, Tinubu is the one defecating on our democracy. Every president, every leader that takes over from the other one is worse than the other one. Is always worse than the previous. The new one is always worse than the predecessor. It might not say no na video. Buhari be foolish. He said no be wa usase. Buhari na be yemase Tinubu because in his foolishness, Buhari did not meddle into elections. If I lie, Mona tell me. Clarence, tell me if I'm lying. Buhari allowed democracy, like the people's voice, to be heard. Oh, no way. Everywhere must be APC. And what is your gain? What have you achieved at the end of the day after stealing all these elections, stealing all these mandate from people? You cannot perform. You don't know what to do with it. You make people's life even miserable. Nothing to me there. Is that what it is to win? You should be ashamed of yourself, sir. Thank God I am in a free land where you can speak. But so I still have my roots there. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. We're almost at the end of the show. I want to just play. I didn't have time to love a lot of people, but you know I love you now. When you are so much like this, I can't call a lot of names. Yeah, okay. Joy just attested now. Oh, well, yes, Buhari was better. Do you remember that talk by 2020 elections that with Obaseki did when Oshomole was fighting? Oshomole was fighting tooth and nail. It was Buhari. If not for Buhari, that night the elections were called over, I think 85%. That night, Yana the whole day. Mayana weha. Why is the INEC slow now? Where's the result? INEC wait 10 a.m. Iyanaga lobby, iyanaga leyo lere. Buhari na wawa. The people's voice must stand. Buhari was in APC. Why Obaseki? They drove him out of APC. Now Obaseki has cross-carpeted to PDP. Buhari did not take that into cognizance. He didn't consider that. Because Oshomole drove him out. Oshomole name primary 6 result. Ona Obaseki graduate result. Can you imagine where the worst of us rule the best of us? Oshomole drove him out, but Buhari did not consider that. Buhari said, let the people's voice stand. Not even win, you win. And that was it. There was no form of inducement, no coercion, nothing. If not for Buhari, Obaseki would not have come the second time. Buhari oze, Obaseki now did the second time. You know. So I will bomb Buhari over Laonia. In fact, a Wausa na do mass we Yoba. A Wausa na do mass we Yoba. Genia geni magigenia. Or magi ba magbenen auto na hinia bagmo here by two. So all see another me where no matter what you do, I'm just saying, yes, Asue is his constitutional right. He can go ahead no matter what he's going to give these judges. So they will always look for the loopholes. It's so laughable. A judges in now, we need their pictures. Let us begin to post their pictures everywhere. Let us begin to go and report them in the embassies with our prime ministers, with our leaders. They are defecating on our democracy and a country like without. Yes, let's begin to report them. But right now we don't even know how they look like. My people now do well. Thank you so much. I not see my. I know he there talk back. We mount. Yes, very true. Mama Semota, I didn't know you then, but we fought. We fought tooth and nail for talk back. We fought. I was one of the fighters. My videos are on YouTube there. I was with Nebo TV. You see my videos. We'll be dancing. We'll come out. Ma chant. Well, yes. Talk back 4+4 must to back. Can you imagine, my people? Let's stay strong. We are beating. Our heart is like Oyuwo. Right now, my heart is not happy. Maybe if I'm not expecting too much, I will not be dragged down again. But let the Ole mandate, let them celebrate nonsense. Let them celebrate stupidity. Let them celebrate backwardness. Let them be celebrate. What is the essence of a throne when you don't have people? When you don't feel the pulse of your people? You're celebrating nonsense. You said you are the father of the house, and yet your children are crying, but you don't feel their pain. No. It's just thank you guys. I want to play that my Bini song. Henry, where you? Class prefect, make I see how many we like today. Class prefect, where you? Okay, how many likes do we have? How many likes, my people? These are my viewers right now. How many likes, my people? Yeah, hey. Okay, Mona like 114. Okay, ma boom. Wa like ni makpi one. Wa like ni makpi one. Iya ni dwe mandate mu gie miamudu ja agbelian. Miamudu. Ogwege. See, now when you way still something. What ba obi way? Here there. Your mind not they relax. But you the one way still something not get mind way relax. But the one way he get the thing way is still. Oh, go calm down. Oh, go let me here. Abiari no. Not do immediate. A day before, is it not a day or 2 days? A day before there was a leaked verdict. Then 2 days before, so etenebela na jenya ni retezisi wetelebe. Etelebe na la dia where that they have a reliable source information. PDP here stage a protest to make only mandate Okpewolo his administration to be ungovernable. Okpewolo so that they will declare state of emergency. Total swanting came your way. Why are you thinking such? You know why? You are not thinking because you do immediately. So whether they celebrate the nonsense, the idiocy that they are celebrating till tomorrow, I refuse to congratulate a thief for a successful robbery. Mena. Me awa me baye ne hewene. Imabe igo ni numu hewene we ni dotori. Ni make na ilo imu. I am content with what I have. So if you are waiting for me to now say congratulations to who? Oleman, I will not. Till tomorrow, Tinubu continues to suffer illegitimacy. So what else can I say? Other than to say thank you, Father. Other than to say thank you. Other than to say thank you, Lord. Tinubu, what else can we say? Tinubu majiga ewu. Tinubu majiga ewu. Tinubu majiga ewu na Nigeria money. Awa di working di gwetoga yegwe. Anyway, your Abuja traveling, your Abuja thing we don't see the results. Ole mandate make all of una dey happy. I will not congratulate you. Monday Okpebholo is not my legitimate governor. Okay, he may be the governor of INEC selected and tribunal selected governor, but for me, he is not my governor. If they voted for him and he won squarely by the people, yes, Okwanoga Ozuo is the governor. But the nominal win, he remains an illegitimate governor. Okay, Osage Humphrey, aware Edo Pride. Good evening. Good evening, sir. The 3 men judges have sold their conscience for plates of porridge, and they are Esau in the Bible from Madrid, of course. Thank you, guys. Guys, if you were part of the people that were calling that I could not take Lahore, the guy don't come out. Clarence, you not see one was away there. Why you not kick and come out? Clarence, what you where you this is where you not see? They cost us. Now you for carry bitana. Hey, the nature. Why is he jubilating? He's jubilating for stupidity. Make it a jubilate there. You are jubilating, but your children are crying. Okay, I don't understand. Okay, okay. You are a nitwit. If we catch Mumu here, if you come to my platform, if you catch them, thank you guys. May I put some for now? May I put some, may we dance, may we they go. And now we've had a day. It's been a day. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for listening to the truth. Thank you so much. I want to play that Benin music. My play that Benin music. Abi now PDP, whether they like may they die. Hey, wagbe.
If it not be PDP, we not go vote any other party. We not go vote. That's why you download man we sabi yo. Your kata of them all. Now him go lead us to the promised land. That's why you download for governor. Okay, na correct man we sabi yo. Deputy material 1 million yards. He go follow lead us to the promised land. With Asue Odalu, he sure for us. Aye. Forward ever go. If Asue there we go prosper. Alagoda we know they go back. Asue Odalu for governor. Aye. Forward ever go. Mama, if Asue there we go prosper. Alagoda we know they go back. Asue Odalu for governor. Sure you go vote for PDP. Oh yes. PDP. Oh yes. Vote Ighodalo. Oh yes. For integrity. Oh yes. Business go better. Oh yes. Go put food on table. Oh yes. It go better mama. Oh yes. It go better papa. Oh yes. It go better pikin. Oh yes. For better road. Oh yes. Aye. Forward ever go. Be fast where there we go prosper. Alagoda we know they go back. Asue Ighodalo for governor. Forward ever go.
Asue reminds my governor, let the thief continue to fight with illegitimacy. What can they do with the mandate? I mean, the people with stolen mandates in here, destroying people's lives. I mean, the more they can set in where we know who can do the Ade no Magba. Let him destroy it though. So for the people who love all this ability, when you are let them be happy in their spirit. Abi, no man, I go there here now. My pikin go dey cry. You say I not go off this live show. Me I go meet am. Ido go okay. Ajibola mo were. Henry me Larry. Joy. Don't you koko buy na gbe. Ba gbe ni na we make. Does it make sense? Preposterous. I back when Henry. I not see my class prefect, but make I play his song. May I play a song, whether I did it or not? Here is video. Oh yeah, I wanna go like go. Lights are going up. Go they like and beg. They write where we are the type. They run your wamu typing the keyboard or say so Oshomole Otono na yaru when they pakodi no ye na ya wesu. But where before I became a governor, I was really afraid of the Benin's. But when I became governor, I noticed that with little stipends, an average Benin man can betray his brother, Adam Oshomole. Wahemi no kai. Ebani na suwa na waya we say Henry ibegewe rap creative kingdom begewe wabewu wakia Ajibola, oh my greatest Clarence Oteneniki Jose Mota mommy Sydney begewe eya waru lekia Eric Ikpasima ene o we bye Kenneth David ibegewe Ojote Noah Prince ibegewe Augusta Kenua, that's my fine name. Iberewe. Clarence from my other mother. Iberewe. Ima Odion. Osahon Saumese. Iberewe. Wayawese. Joseph Iberewe. Augusta Iberewe. Richard Omobe. Bewu Waya. Iwa Bewu Waya Wayawese. Kate Omose. Now my uncle name Omose. Igo Boja. Ijeme. Igo Boja. Igo Be George Soja. Yana Filu. Yami Yana Filu. Yana Dosu Azuobu. Igo Koja, Joseph Igodao, Iberewe, Baba Festus, and Masi Adomo Ava, Iridigwe, Iberewe, Unchangeable Gods, Iberewe, Ogbe, Daddy don't come out to, I don't see him again, Iberewe, Umeni, Tony Umeni, Iberewe, Gogo Unity, Una too many, Best of Suyi, Waya Bokia, Waya Wese, so the main thing where I want to tell you now before I go, when I post but here again, when I post other news, you know, they show interest. Nigeria and the whole, Nigeria encompasses. It encompasses. I mean, it encompasses everything. Those states inside Nigeria. So when I go post news outside those states, you know, they put weight. But I know Ajibola they always there number one. But why can't I wait yo? It's very important to like the thing why they post now. I just want to take some time off 2020. But when Asue start, I go start again. So the one way they post now about that lady and outside of Edo State, very important. Lady Natasha, that Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan. Now woman where they show you, you will be woman where no they fit talk for Niger system. She they give us liver. You know what we are. So when I post anything, because of love and because of the love for your country, make una they like and also bring up the shares. I will say thank you guys. You've stayed with me so long. So I just want to say thank you. So anyone that haven't liked or subscribed or shared or whatever you want to do, please. It's time now. Mama is going. Egorio, wow. Egorie. Itweni kaone, inado tweni genorebo me. Agaye mi egbedame. Egorio, wow. Iwaga jogo mego. Gege tajo wow. Ekeni diugena. Waya wese botwe. Egorio, wow. Egorio, wawese wababayo.
Beautiful Edo, glorious Edo, you're the heartbeat of Nigeria.